And when a guy who lives in an area can get the #1 song on a radio station that's a regional record, he has really accomplished something. Not only that, but they gave him a plaque to commemorate it, and his record is now breaking nationally, and I hope it turns to gold. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Bobby Mackey.
Beware of the night if you're young and in love. If you let the sun set on her alone, too long she'll be gone. When the sun's shining bright, you can put your mind at ease. 'Cause in the light of day, a woman ain't hard to please. But it's the nighttime things that keeps her loving you. So when the sun goes down, you better know what to do. Beware of the night if you're young and in love. If you let the sun set on her alone, too long she'll be gone. You can bring her flowers every single day. Make her feel you love her in every little way. But if you want that woman to keep on loving you, when the sun goes down, you better know what to do. Beware of the night if you're young and in love. If you let the sun set on her alone, too long she'll be gone. Beware of the night if you're young and in love. If you let the sun set on her alone, too long she'll be gone. Beware of the night if you're young and in love. If you let the sun set on her alone, too long she'll be gone.
Bobby Mackey. Hi, Bob. Welcome back. Bobby's album is something that just came out, and yesterday I read my Cincinnati paper for the first time in 2 weeks, and I picked up the Sunday morning paper, and I was looking through it, and there was a full-page ad in there about your album, and you were on your bull, on your mechanical bull.
That's right.
Yeah, and good-looking girls surrounding you.
Yeah, we had fun that day.
Are they the kind of girls who are at your club all the time?
Yes, cowgirls.
No kidding.
Lots of them.
Yeah, what are you going to do at Shillitoe's? It was all about something you were doing in their store. When?
I'm going to be busy all week at a Shillitoe's store, a different one every evening with the album, and it's a Lee Jeans Shillitoe's promotion.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun for you.
We're going to have fun all week.
Well, if you could assure me that all those girls who were in that picture were going to be there, I think you might get a big crowd in addition to you, Robert, because then all the girls who like you can bring along their boyfriends.
Well, that'd be nice. We'll have a good time.
Yeah. This Hero Daddy went well for you, didn't it?
It's going real well. We've had trouble getting all the stations on it at the same time. You know, you need the momentum of all the stations. But we're still promoting, and we have our fingers crossed.
Is this your first album?
This is the first album, yes.
You do a lot of work over in West Virginia and that area in the southeastern corner of Ohio, don't you?
I used to.
Yeah.
Before I got the club in the Cincinnati area, I used to be around Ashland and Portsmouth, Ohio, and up in there. Of course, I'm from Lewis County, a little town called Concord in Lewis County.
Where is that?
It's near Vanceburg.
Yeah, I thought maybe because all these folks who are here today visiting us from Wayne County, they all looked at you and said, I knew him when he grew up. Yeah. You didn't deliver papers to them or anything, did you, Bobby?
No, I worked in my dad's grocery store a lot. So.
You did what?
I worked in my dad's grocery store a lot.
That's funny. I worked in my dad's grocery store a lot.
Well, we have something in common.
Yeah, did you have a little mom and pop store, or was yours a big supermarket?
No, it was just a small country town store.
Ours was just a small, but Ludlow's not exactly a country town. It's a small city, though, but ours was a little store right in the middle of the town. Where was yours?
Right by the railroad tracks.
No kidding. Didn't have far. Just bring all those canned goods and throw them off on the way by.
And the railroad camp cars used to camp in there a lot back at that time. I was 4 years old.
And all the bums?
And yeah, and at night they didn't have anything to do but hang around the store and have a little drink or two around the corner. It wasn't legal, you know.
Well, I bet you learned a lot of good words when they were in there, didn't you?
So my dad put a jukebox in the store.
Yeah.
It was the second model ever made. It was an old Wurlitzer, played 78 speeds, and I used to sing along with it. And in fact, I have some pictures of me in front of that old jukebox
You were just a little bitty guy.
when I was 4 years old.
Is that what started off your career?
Yeah, that was the main thing that got me really interested in the music business.
You know, people like to know that because you're not born with that guitar in your hand or
Yeah.
born owning your own club. I mean, it cost a lot to buy a mechanical bull, right?
Yes, it took a lot of steps to get there too.
See, they tell me I'm multimedia's mechanical bull. You just wind me up and I spread it and spread it and spread it. Hero Daddy, though, is a good song. Where'd you get it, Bobby?
Two boys here in town that work at Newtone wrote the song, Gary Collins and Randy Branham. And it's a great song, and I fell in love with it when I first heard it. And we've got a real good thing going on it. And, of course, the album, we're going to have a new single before too long, too, if we can't get Hero Daddy's been out since December, and it's been doing real well, and it's still, a lot of stations are just now picking it up. But we're going to put out another single behind it and try to pick up on the tailwinds of it.
Good, I hope so. You going to sing it for us today?
I'd love to.
Good. Okay, you going to do it on that microphone, or how are you going to do this? Want to get this all set up? Because I want to introduce this man whose father owned a grocery store. There can't be anything wrong with him if his father owned a grocery store, because some of the best people I know began life working in grocery stores. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Mackey.
My little girl once told me, Daddy, you're better than Superman. There is no one in this whole world who can do all the things you can. But now she's lying in her bed, her legs are paralyzed, and her great big hero daddy can only cry. Lord, please help me, I ain't no Superman. I'm not at all the hero my angel thinks I am. You see, she was run down as she crossed the street to play, and I can't hold back the teardrops. She just turned 6 today, and the doctors, they say it's hopeless. They can't make her walk again. But you know, Lord, she honestly believes that her hero daddy can. And I just heard her tell her mother as I stood out beside her door, just wait till Daddy gets here. I'll walk just like before. Yes, Mommy, Daddy can skip a rock on the water at least 10 times. His kite goes way up in the air, twice as high as mine. And Mommy, Daddy can run so fast, I couldn't keep up with him. Just wait till Daddy gets here. He'll make me walk again. Lord, please help me, I ain't no Superman. I can't make her walk again, but Lord, I know you can. And Lord, she has such faith in me, like the faith I have in you. So now, why don't you show the world what faith and love can do? And you know,
I walked into the room, and my little girl clutched my hand and wiggled all 10 of her toes and said, "Mommy, ain't my daddy grand?" But I quickly explained that it wasn't me for the touch of my hand, but the love from the Lord above, the one and only Superman.
Bobby Mackey, Hero Daddy. We'll be right back with more after we pause for these messages.